Lads, what is going on, Gonfi? And today I'm going to be bringing you that team that was around the Messi, was around the 96 Messi review that I did on my channel. If you haven't seen it, it will be the previous video to this. Brilliant review of he's such an absolute tank, that guy. 96 rated Messi, lent to me by a good mate of mine called Nexus Designs. Great, fucking amazing designer, actually. Does all my thumbnails for me now. His link will be in the description for being nice. This player is worth around about 2.5 million coins. And he just lent it to me like it was nothing, so that was nice of him. But onto this review anyway, lads. It is full of it's got some ridiculous players in there. It's going to cost you around about 2.5 mil, 3 mil, depending on how much Messi is at the time. But yeah, lads, let's get into it. In goal, first off, we have got Casillas. Paid around 100k for him. Always had a few problems with Casillas because he's just weird because he's so small, and dodgy shit goes on in FIFA because of this guy's height. I'm sure a lot of you know, when you're using small keepers, weird shit happens, and I don't like it. But other than that, when it comes to like one-on-ones, when it comes to just like average things, he pulls off some ridiculous saves. He's got an amazing throw on him as well, so you don't have to kick it. You can get more accuracy with a throw, and that is one of his best traits. But his size does let him down, unfortunately. I would say he's worth 100k, but like I said, there are a few mishaps that do go on in game that can piss you off. But moving on now, we're going to be using Thiago Silva, and as you've probably seen as well, Sergio Ramos. Some people would say it's the best defence ever, the best two centre-backs ever, especially as a partnership, because as you can see, Thiago Silva has 82 pace, Ramos 79 pace, both with amazing defending stats, both 87 rated. In my opinion, I have used better centre-backs. I think I've used two better Silvas as a partnership to these two, but these two are deadly. Only reason why you do get slightly EA'd in the game, as certain people would say, EA'd or just scripted or handicapped, is because they are both 87 rated, and you get little shitty silver players doing stupid stuff in the game, which I don't like, but we can't complain. It's just what goes on in FIFA. But yeah, Thiago Silva is a beast. I mean, 88 defending, 82 pace is crazy. And also Sergio Ramos is an aggressive, he's a lot more aggressive, Sergio, and better in the air as well. This guy off a corner is, I mean, there's no stopping him off a corner. He is ridiculous. But moving on to our left back now, lads, we're going to be using Maxwell. Could have got his inform. Apparently, I was told that 30 odd K for an inform just wouldn't have been worth it. So I was a bit low on coins anyway. I just stuck with his normal card. And he was okay. I mean, 80 passing on a left back is pretty fucking decent. So went with it. He was okay. I didn't see much of it. He didn't do much. I mean, 74 pace isn't brilliant, but I mean, with good work rate, you sort of don't notice it. But other than that, I didn't really notice him, lads. He was worth 900 coins, I suppose. Moving on to our right back now, we're going to be using Philip Lam, a fucking incredible right back. I love this guy. He is amazing. He is a little midget. He looks like a little ant running around on the pitch, like. But other than that, I mean, this guy just because he's small, don't mean he ain't got attitude, and don't mean he ain't got strength to him. Trust me, this guy don't take shit off no one. He is a little warrior. He's up and down that pitch like no tomorrow. He's got class defending stats, 82 defending. He can pass the ball, so both my right back and left back can both pass, which is a good thing. And he's just a great all-round right back. I love him. He can defend and he can attack, which is good. 3-star skills, 3-star weak foot as well. Now here's where this team got complicated. Originally, I wasn't using Luis Gustavo. I was using someone else, and I was trying to use Lavezzi there, but unfortunately, their chemistry wouldn't work, so I had to go with Luis Gustavo in CDM, who, now I had no problem with using Luis Gustavo. He's one of the best non-rated goal cards on the game in CDM. He's ridiculous. I mean, look at the amount of owners, 10 owners. Everyone seems to just love him. He's good at defending. I mean, he can attack when needed. He's got decent dribbling, 76 dribbling. And for a non-rated card, I mean, anyone can get him for 800 coins, and he's just brilliant. He does the job. So I was happy to use him. But then we move on to who I had to use here, Nene, who at first I was a little skeptical of. I thought, 77 pace on a left mid, and I know I haven't seen Nene. I mean, on the last FIFA, I don't know if you lot can remember, he had like six informs. He was ridiculous last season, and he had like 88 pace. He had a team of the year card. It was ridiculous, but on this game, they've dropped him down a little bit more. I don't think he plays anymore as much. Pretty old as well. 4-star skill moves. He managed to get me 2 goals, 2 okay, decent goals, but other than that, didn't see much of him. But I was originally meant to use Lavezzi there, but the chemistry, unfortunately, did not work, as you'll see now. Right mid, we are then going to be using Robben. Shit's going to start getting real. All of you lot know that I love Robben. He is the bald-headed assassin. I almost got that wrong. He's just ridiculous. I mean, 5'11", his centre of gravity is ridiculous. He skips. He just bounces off players. He's got 4-star skills. But he's got the big letdown, and that big letdown is that shitty 2-star weak foot. I mean, his right foot is basically unusable. There's no point using it. But luckily, he is on the right side and he's left-footed, so you don't really get much. It's not really put on his right foot anyway. It's always on his left foot. So his finesse is brilliant. His power shots are great. So he's just an epic player, lads. I love him, and he's definitely worth 200k. I mean, you've got to pay that sort of price if you want these 88 rated players. But moving on now, lads, we're going to be using Carlos Tevez CAM. Originally, he's a striker, but CAM, he works perfect because I think he's got high defensive work rate and high attacking. So, you know, he's perfect for CAM anyway, and he's got 77 passing. So you can happily play him in CAM with no problems at all. I thought he was amazing CAM. He scored an absolute screamer for me as well. I mean, everyone knows about his long shots and his aggression. It's insane. That's another good thing about him. He's got really good aggression. So for CAM, he's always, you know, trying to get the ball back for you and stuff. And he's got 4-star skill moves. So a brilliant player, Tevez, in that CAM role. Now moving on to our two strikers. As you can see, first off, we've got Sergio Aguero. And then we've got the Argentine partnership with Messi. I mean, we got the three. It's just like the three amigos. They were incredible for me, scoring a ridiculous amount of goals. That the majority of those goals were for the Messi review, but I did include some of them at the end of this as well, that you'll be able to see. But lads, I spoke so much about this guy. He is my favourite player that I've ever used on Ultimate Team. He was just sensational. I know now why you have to pay so much for players like Messi, because he's just ridiculous. 4-star skills, he was incredible. His dribbling was second to none. His passing was good, 86 passing. He could even header the ball. There was nothing this guy could not do. And if you want to see a more in-depth review on him, go and check out the review, lads. My previous video to this. And then to sum up the team, we're going to be using Sergio Aguero. Absolute beast. Love this guy. Premiership veteran at the moment now. I mean, he's if you're making a really, really good Prem squad, I think he's got to be in it. 88 pace, 91 dribbling. Another one like Messi, the ball sticks to his feet. Incredible sort of dribbling style. 84 shot as well, and he's got amazing finishing with a good pass, and he can header the ball. 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot, and definitely worth 100k. A beast team, lads, and as you can see now, what I meant by the Gustavo and what I meant by the, when I was going to put, who was Lavezzi there, and it wouldn't have worked because I wouldn't have been able to get the 9-cam with Robben, unfortunately. But yeah, this team worked perfectly, loved it. I mean, a great team. Unfortunately, you do get handicapped because of all the high-rated players, but that's just FIFA, you've got to deal with it. I will leave you some goals now, lads. I hope you've enjoyed. If we can get this to 400 likes for this top team, I'll be chuffed, and I'll speak to you next time. Peace.